Hey guys, it's me again. I'm back and I filmed this super simple look today. It's actually a no makeup look for days when you're kind of in a rush and on the go, and I do this more times than not, pretty much when I'm leaving my house. I don't really have much to say, so if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Alrighty, so to start off this look, I'm going to be using two different products. I'm going to start with the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder in the color Light Ivory, and I'm also going to be mixing that with a little bit of e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer in the color Beige. I'm just going to mix those together on the back of my hand and use those. They are both very, very lightweight products, and for the L'Oreal Magic Nude, just make sure you shake it really well before putting it on. So again, I'm just going to be popping some on the back of my hand. I'm going to be putting some tinted moisturizer on the back of my hand just to darken up the color a little bit since I am a little tanner. And then I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender and mix it together on the back of my hand. And then I'm just going to apply it like that. Now, a little bit of this does go a long way, and my hair is all in the way. A little bit does go a long way, so you do not need to put a bunch on the back of your hand like I did. It just kind of all came out at once, so. But yeah, I'm just going to be mixing this together. I'm not the biggest fan in the world of this e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer. It tends to be very streaky when you go to rub it in, which is why I'm using the Beauty Blender to kind of help me out a little bit, because it does get very streaky and very splotchy when it goes on your face. Alrighty, now to set what I just did and kind of give me a little more of a flawless look for this being so simple, I'm using the Bare Minerals Original Foundation. It's a powder foundation and it's in the color Medium Beige, and this does have SPF 15 in it in case you were wondering. So what I do when I put this on is I take this big fluffy brush by Morphe. It's an S19. I tap it in and I pop it on my face. Now I do tend to dab this so that it gets into my skin and it absorbs all the oil instead of, you know, just popping it on my face. Because if you're not careful, powder foundations, and any foundation at that, whether it's powder or liquid, it can tend to look kind of cakey sometimes. So you don't just want to dip it in, plop it on one spot, and then just like kind of cake it on like that, because you will get cake face. And remember, whenever you're doing foundation, to drag it down onto your neck as well so that just everything blends together, because you don't want to be that person with a huge line at your jaw from where you just kind of stopped. So again, I'm just tapping that into the skin. And then it's done. I am going to lightly bronze my face a little bit using the BH Bombshell Bronze in the color Diva. And it does have slight shimmer in it, but nothing too much to the point it's unwearable. And then I'm just going to be taking this Precision Beauty Angle Blush Brush, which I don't use for blush, I use for contour and bronzing and things like that, and just putting it on all the places on my face where I kind of want that shadow. And when you find that line to do your either contour or bronzer, you want to blend up and not down, because then you'll just have a really, really dark face, and that's not what you want. So blend up, and that way it blends in whenever you put your blush on a little later. I'm gonna put some on my forehead, a little bit under my chin. I want this to be a very natural look. For blush, I'm going to be using a very natural kind of blush that's really going to blend in with that bronzer that I just put on. And it's going to be out of the 10 color Glamorous Blush Palette. And it's going to be this really natural color right here at the corner. And for that, I'm going to be using my Real Techniques blush brush, and I love this thing. So I'm just gonna tap it off. And this has kind of like a little highlight in it, so you're not gonna have to put a highlight on. Of course you can if you want, but it just blends very well with that bronzer that we just put on, and it looks very natural for a blush. And then I'm just going to take this Coastal Scents brush. It doesn't have a number or anything on it, and this is my favorite brush to use to kind of blend out the brush and the bronzer to make sure there's the blush and the bronzer. I hope I said that right. Blush and the bronzer to make sure there's no harsh lines or anything. Next, I am just quickly going to do my brows, because if you don't do anything else, brows are a good thing to do, just because they just kind of bring your face alive. So I'm going to be using this Cella eyebrow color in the color Tantalizing Taupe, and I'm just going to quickly outline my eyebrow pretty much before I fill it in. And I find this helps so you don't make your eyebrows like too thick or don't fill them in enough. And my eye itches, sorry. I find that outlining your brow really helps. To fill in my brow, I'm going to be using this Bodyography eyebrow trio in the color Essential, which it just has these 3 brow colors right here. I don't ever use this super dark one because my hair is not super dark right now. I just use the 2 colors over here, and I use this Bodyography Pro brow brush to do that. So what I do is I just take a little bit of that super light color and fill in the beginning of my brows, and then take this medium color right here and fill in the tail end of my brows. And I'm learning to love doing my brows more and more. I was never the biggest fan of them. I just kind of sloppily filled them in. You could probably tell by some of my previous videos when I first started. I either didn't do my brows at all, or I just kind of very sloppily did them. And now I'm slowly getting into liking doing my brows a little bit more. I still have not gotten my brows to the perfect shape that I want, but then again, I don't want to try getting them to the perfect shape and then end up chopping half my brow off either, so what's a girl to do? And then I'm just going to use the spoolie side just to blend that out, and the brows are done. Now for eyes, when I'm going for a super simple look like this, I just do 1 color on the entire lid up to the brow, and it's usually a very neutral color because this is like a no makeup look while still wearing makeup, and I am an oily monster, and if I don't put anything, any type of powder, anything on my lids or anything like that, they just get so greasy during the day, and that sounds so gross. I hate it. But I'm an oily monster, so I have to have some type of powder on during the day to kind of control that. So for that, I'm going to be using this Maybelline New York Trio in Chocolate Mousse. And just from lid to brow, just this creamy color right here. For that, I'm going to be using another Coastal Scents brush, and this is BRC number 2. And I'm just going to pop that all over my lid, up into my brow. Again, just to kind of contain some of the oil on my face and give us just a little pop of something. instead of just veins and everything else you can see when you don't have eyeshadows on. So just like that. And then I don't tend to do eyeliner or anything. If I have a little bit more time, I will do just a small line of liquid liner. But today I'm just too tired, so we're gonna go full on simple and just use mascara. I'm going to be using my favorite, which is L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black, and I'm just gonna be doing a couple coats of this. If I could only have one makeup product for the rest of my life, it would probably be mascara, only because you can do nothing to your face and put mascara on and you'd be good to go. It wouldn't be lipstick, because how goofy would you look if you had no makeup on and like a full glam lip? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, and I don't know, I feel like I can never see my eyelashes when I'm not wearing makeup, and I feel like that's just such a big thing in makeup, is your eyelashes. So I would not ever go as far as putting false lashes on with a look this simple, just because that's a little too much. And I really do kind of have semi-long lashes. I'm getting it all over me. So I don't feel like I need false lashes when I'm not doing some crazy look. And I always do the bottom lashes as well, because it just never seems to look the same if I don't. And last but not least is lips. I don't tend to wear lipstick when I do looks like this. Sometimes I'll wear chapstick, or sometimes I'll just wear a gloss. Today I'm going to do a gloss just to make it a little more glamorous. And I'm going to be using this Milani Brilliant Shine Lip Gloss in the color Bare Secret. And this is probably my favorite nude gloss right now. Oh, my hair, girl. And that is my completed no makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned, because I will have some pretty cool news coming up soon about something else that I'm going to be working on, probably with Alex. I'm hoping it all works out. If not, you won't hear about anything, but if it works out, you should soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, subscribe, and let me know how you like the video, and give me some other ideas of videos that I can do that you'd like to see. And that's all for today. See ya.